Hey, this is John again. John Asch Contracting, third generation roofing contractor. I'm here to make your day with another interesting story that only 2 people on the planet Earth out of 8 billion people know. But after I tell the story, there'll be more than 2 people that know, and you'll be one of them. Anyhow, here's my story. The first year or 2 I was in business, this might be somewhere about 1979-ish, me and Ray, I'm not going to say the last name because Ray might not want me to say the last name, but me and Ray were on a roof in New Brunswick on a second-story porch roof doing some work. Of course, to get up there, we had a ladder. So we're doing our thing, and by the way, this is a quick story. All of a sudden, we hear a big, loud crash and then glass breaking. Me and Ray both looked at each other, and I could imagine like one of them cartoon uh-oh bubbles above our head, like uh-oh. So we realized the ladder's gone. Shit. So we go and look at the edge of the roof, and we peer down, and there's our ladder on the ground, right on top of a broken aquarium. Somebody had a glass fish aquarium out there in New Brunswick. So the small problem is we broke their aquarium. The bigger problem is our ladder probably is bent. Third biggest problem, we're on a second-story roof without a ladder. And if you put those 2 things together, in case you missed that, we're on a second-story roof with no ladder, you get it. So anyhow, what we had to do, Ray and I, eventually, because nobody else around, took off both our belts. And back in those days, I was a bit skinnier. Ray lowered me down. With the belts, I had to wrap my legs around the pole and then get lower and grab the pole, and we made it to the ground and we got down. But that was one funny story, ha ha. Another thing that happened was interesting. The first few months I was in business, back then, I was a nobody, very small, tiny contractor with no resources. I sold back then what was like a $5,000 roof. Now to me, I thought $5,000 was like $1 million. I'm gonna be set for life. You know, I'm some young idiot. I thought it was a big deal. It was a monster house in Seawarren, which is near Woodbridge for those of you in New Jersey listening. And it was a monster house. It was like 3 stories. It was a gambrel roof, all kinds of valleys cut up. And me being very inexperienced, I thought it was a 2-layer tear-off. Make a long story short, turned out to be a 5-layer tear-off, and it needed wood because the lowest layer was cedar shake. So we're tearing off 4 layers of shingles, 1 layer of cedar shake, a very illegal roof. It shouldn't have been that way, it's against the law, but it was. I was stuck there with it, and now I had to put in all new plywood. I didn't have any clauses in my contract. I was a complete idiot, and this big $5,000 contract that I was to make a lot of money on ended up costing me about $8,000 just to do it. And I was there about 10 days. So I worked for 10 days for free and lost $3,000 and almost quit the business. Anyhow, happy, what is today, Thursday? Happy Thursday. That part of my past is gone, thank God. Goodbye.